Oh, hey y'all, Fat Man Outdoors. Hey, if you liked the video, click that like button and click subscribe so that you'll get notifications whenever we post new content. Appreciate you watching. This is the Fat Man. I'm gone. Hey y'all, Fat Man Outdoors. Got a product here today I'm going to do some reviewing on. This is from Butler Creek. It's the ASAP magazine loader. Now this loader, as you see down here, it does say it's for double stack magazines from 380 caliber up to 45 ACP. We're going to try it on some different magazines, and I'm even going to try it on a couple of single stacks, because most of these that I've seen, even though they say they're double stack, you can make them work on a single stack mag, and anything that'll save you from getting mag thumb when you're at the range if you're shooting a lot of ammo, that helps a bunch. Now this is supposed to be kind of like an automatic loader. You know, most loaders have got a finger in there that pushes down on the round, or on the that's ahead of the one you're putting in, so it takes the pressure off of sliding it on top of the follower. But this one has a little added knuckle that actually pushes the round back in the magazine as you raise the loader back up, so that you don't have to manually push the round all the way back to the back of the magazine. I've tried a different ones of these. That's the thing that I'm worried about on this one. Most of them don't have that, and if that works, it'll make reloading the mags a lot faster. But if it doesn't work, then it's going to become an issue. You're still going to have to do the same thing over and over again. But we'll check it out and see how it does. I hope it works good. It's made in the USA, so it's got my vote. It's made by Butler Creek. It's the ASAP magazine loader. Well, let's get the camera moved, and we'll get started, see how it works. All right, so this is the actual loader itself. Let you take a little tour around it here. There's that little knuckle that I was talking about. When you let the loader come back up, that little knuckle pushes in to push the round that you just set in the magazine back. So we'll see how that works, but let's put a few rounds in it. I want to thank the folks down in Remington for helping us out with some ammo. Alright, so I'll show you what the inside of the mag loader looks like. And you can see that knuckle action, how this part right here pushes in when you pull up on the mag loader to push that round back that you just put in, and then you'll push back down on the mag loader again, where the little finger right in here will push down on the round that you just put in the magazine to push it down so there's nothing against the follower, and then you can just drop the other round in. What I've got here, I've got a few different magazines for different firearms that I'm going to try this out on. I suggest, when you're doing this, because you're going to be setting the magazine on its butt, do it on a surface that's not slick. If it's like I'm doing it here on a tabletop, you can get the liner like you'd work on guns with, like I've got laying here, or a towel, just something to put it down so that it's got a good grip, so your mag's not shifting around. And just slide your mag up in the end of it, and you can see how that action of that works when you push down on the mag, and then that little finger hits the follower and pushes the follower down. Then you can just drop the round in, and then when you release it, that little knuckle pushes the round in, so that the next time you do, you just got to push it right back down, stick the next one in, and go on from there. So now what we'll do is get some of this good Remington ammo. Thanks to folks at Remington for making these big packs of 150 ball ammo, because that's handy. 250 rounds in a box. It's good price, it's good ammo, it's reliable, it's fairly accurate, it's real good for training. I don't know if I'd really suggest that you carry it for personal protection. I'd rather, you know, it's a hollow point or something. It's a soft point that's going to open up when it's used. It's probably better for that, but that's another day. We'll get into that at another time. Now, how I like to use these is I'll grip it from the back like this, and I'll put my thumb on top. So what I'm doing is I'm putting most of the pressure I put is going to be pushing straight down above that little finger that pushes down the follower, so that I know I get the follower pushed down good. And they'll be kind of wobbly, but it's best you can do is sitting on just a corner of the mag, and you just take the round and drop it in, and then when you release it and pull it back up to make the next one, that knuckle action pushes that round in so that it'll clear the mag. I'll do that again, do it kind of slow. So you just drop the round in, and if you watch that knuckle, as that knuckle comes up, you'll see it start to push that round in, and then you come all the way up and back down. Works real slick on these mags, and then just up and it'll push it in, push it right back down. Seems to load these CZ mags fairly easy. If you was at the range and you was planning on putting a bunch of rounds through, that'd be very handy. And again, it's kind of you'll learn the best way to hold it. It's kind of awkward for me trying to hold it and keep it where the camera can see good. But once you learn the right angle that to let it do its thing, works pretty good, seems to. That's 14. That's 15. That done pretty good. Fully loaded that mag. Was very easy. It just makes it quite a bit easier for you to use it one-handed, and then you got one hand to pick up the ammo and load into the top, and the other hand works the actual magazine loader itself. That's got that one full. 15 rounds in that one. That didn't take long at all. Let's try, this is quite a bit longer mag. It's a P89 Ruger mag. With automatic mag loaders in the past, I have had some issues with the P89 mags with the followers because they have such like a blade profile on the follower right there, so it's not a lot of meat on the follower, and sometimes they just don't push down well enough on that first round. So let's see how that first round does on this one. Hey, that dropped right in. That was not an issue. That was pretty good. I have to admit that worked pretty well. It's loading it pretty good. Not as slick as it was loading that CZ mag, but that knuckle, you can see how that knuckle moves in and out when it's pushing up and down, and on the downstroke, the face of that knuckle pushes the tip of the bullet. You can see where it contacts it right there and pushes it back into the mag. So that's not too bad. I got that one loaded up. Not bad. I mean, I've had some that was a lot worse. Let's try it on just a few rounds in one of these standard capacity Glock mags. It's standard capacity. I haven't modified it. There's the second one. There's the third one. It seems to be working fine now. Let me run a few rounds out of this other P89 mag here so we can keep going with this one and load it all the way up. I don't want to run this video into a movie, but for now it seems to be doing just fine. That one, it kind of tipped up a little bit, but now I did try to go kind of fast on it. I'm actually beginning to think it may be technique. I don't know. I keep thinking it's technique, okay, and I think I may have just discovered what you have to do. Alright, on the downstroke, I'm rocking forward to put more pressure down on the round, and then on the upstroke, when it's pushing the round back into the magazine, kind of pulling back, so I'm kind of giving it this, you know, when I'm pushing down I'm holding forward, and when I'm coming up I hold back, and that seems to, yeah, see, I hold forward and then push down, and that pushed that round that's in there way down in there, so there's all kinds of room. Then I tip back, and that holds extra pressure for the knuckle to push, and it seems to push it right in. So I push forward and down, put the round in. Yeah, that's it. It's technique. That's interesting. That it's there's going to be that much of a variance on how this thing works based on technique. Let's put a few more rounds in it. This is the first time I've ever used this one, and I kind of want to. Yeah, that's working now, but that's the way you got to do it. Is push forward and down, up and back, forward and down, up and back. That, as long as you'll push forward when you're going down, tilt it forward when you're going down, and back when you're going up, seems to work pretty good. You just have to get that motion. That's an odd thing, because as many of these as I've dealt with, I've never really had one that there was a cadence to how you run it. I guess maybe they do that because it's made to fit so many calibers that there's a lot of space in there, and you just have to figure out on which one that you're doing. Forward when I'm going down, dropping rounds on the floor. Back when it goes up. Forward going down, back when it goes up. It seems to work. So now let's try this reload round. It's a little bit shorter. Worked just fine. Is that you just have to find a cadence with it. It seems to load them pretty good. Now something I want to do is, I know it says single stack or double stack mags only, but I had another brand of these loaders that said the same thing, and it was basically for just double stack mags only. But I discovered something, that up in there where the round goes, it's always almost the same size. So as a single stack mag, because it comes together on any double stack mag, the mag gets smaller at the top, so you got the same width as you would other rounds, other mags that was single stack. So what I've got here is I've got a Ruger 380 mag that's a little single stack. Well, I don't know, it loaded that round. Just get where I can kind of see what I'm doing, because this little bitty teeny tiny Ruger mag goes completely up inside of it. So loaded that round, loaded it up in there pretty good, seems to. Probably, like I said, it's going to be another one of those deals like with those 9mm mags. It's just technique with these single stack mags, because with the longer mag may not be so bad. And come up, holding back. But hey, that's kind of shocking to me, even with that little teeny tiny little short because I mean it's smaller than the whole apparatus. It goes completely up inside of it. It's a little bit awkward. All right, let's try something different. I've got a 1911 mag here. Let's try that. Get some 45 ACP stock out here. Now, again, like I said, the package says it's for double stack only, so if it won't load these, it's not a failure. I'm asking it to do something that the manufacturer says it won't do. But I have discovered that even with these manufacturers saying that they're only made for double stack magazines, that many times they'll still work on a single stack mag. You just have to kind of love them a little bit. Then what I'll do is I'll push back on the bullet so that my thumb is what's pushing the bullet back into the magazine, so it'll seat all the way to the back of the mag, and then I can just push the follower, the little finger down that pushes the next round down, and then as it starts to come up, I'm just pushing on the front of the bullet, and seems to work okay. It really does. It seems to, with these big 45s, I mean, it's a breeze to put them in there, and 45 mags on a 1911. If you've loaded a bunch of them in a day's time, you know your finger get tired and kind of raw. But as soon as it passes, I can just take my thumb and push that back. And that seems to work okay. I didn't have an issue loading these mags really at all. I mean, the thing seemed to work well. It's $28 is what it cost at Walmart, $28.88. It seems to do exactly what it's touted to do. On the double stack mags, again, like with these Glock mags, once I learned, come forward and down and then back as I'm coming up, it loaded them as fast as I wanted to put them in there. Well guys, my review on the Butler Creek ASAP magazine loader, I'd buy it. I'd buy it if I was needing a loader, because I already saw that I can load even the single stack mags with it. So if I can load single stacks and double stacks, and I can load a variety of mags with it, and we've loaded P07 CZs, we loaded Ruger double stack 9mm, Ruger single stack 380, which is a really hard thing to load with a loader, and Glock mags and Canic mags. We've loaded a lot of different mags with it, and they all worked. It was just finding that particular motion that you needed to use when you was loading them, and once you did that, you was in fine shape. So I'd buy it. I think everybody should pick them one up. It's a good price on them, and it works good, and it's fast. So guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey y'all, appreciate you watching this video. Hope to see you in the next one. This is Fat Man. I'm gone.